For millennia, great oceanic currents have brought visiting giants to these magical shores. An island where deep-sea leviathans roam close to land. The sperm whale. Nomads of the sea. They're almost continuously on the move. Prospectors, returning from a world where the sun's rays cannot penetrate. After as long as an hour in the deep, they return to the surface to breathe. Before they dive again, they fertilize the surface. To save energy in the depths, they shut down their non-critical organs, and that includes the ability to defecate. This is one of the only ways that nutrients locked in the world below are returned to life near the top. In the expanse of the open ocean, their most stable reference points are each other. Here off the coast of Sri Lanka, they gather in numbers. Superparts, some of the largest seen anywhere in the oceans. Diving down to over 2 kilometers, they grapple with giant squid in the depths. These are hungry hunters. Each one of them can eat around a ton of food per day. It's thought that they can stun their prey by producing some of the loudest sounds of any living creature. But their life in the world below, where the pressure would crush a human, has never been filmed and remains a mystery. Somehow, the rich waters of Sri Lanka can satisfy the appetites of so many visiting giants. Circling this island is an ocean like no other. A green turtle. She is one of 5 species of sea turtle that are born on these shores. The moment she's waited 20 years for is near. She spent the years riding the currents of the deep ocean. But now she must gain strength. So she's returned to the sun-drenched shallows, more fruitful than the open water. Grazing on seagrass and weeds, whipped up by the waves. Our science has no idea how, but she knows exactly the beach to which she must return. The beach she was born on. And on which she will lay her eggs. Hunters arrive. Tuna. The schools dart out of the way of the predators. Thousands of shimmering bodies try to confuse the hunters. The schools pulse in one coordinated movement. But the tuna are themselves in danger from above. For these fishermen, the big money is in tuna, if they can find them. They're impossible to spot from the surface, but the fishermen are guided by the ocean's greatest acrobats. Spinner dolphin are often found swimming alongside schools of tuna. Superpods of thousands of dolphins congregate on the country's coast. Young calves cling to their mother's sides. Spinner dolphins live up to their name, rotating spectacularly as they leap meters out of the water. They start attempting it from an early age, but it's an acquired skill. Why spinners spin is a mystery. Some think it's for communication. Others believe it removes parasites stuck to the dolphin's skin. But perhaps it's just because they can. These huge gatherings of dolphins are some of the largest anywhere. But with overfishing by local and Indian fishermen, they may be a shadow of what they once were. Below the waves, infinite schools of bigmouth mackerel block out the sun. Jaws gaping wide. With one coordinated scoop, they filter plankton from the newly recharged water. Shoals of reef fish, yellow-striped fusiliers and damselfish mingle. Only this isn't a reef at all. Unnatural angles and perfect circles hint at past lives. Cargo ships, trawlers and World War ships litter the bottom of Sri Lanka's coast. The largest port in Sri Lanka is exposed. Strong seas and monsoon winds make these treacherous waters. But that keeps the currents circulating, and before long, shipwrecks are seized by colonists. All manner of creatures take up residence. The wrecks provide food as well as shelter. Fish feed on algae and weeds growing on the hull. It gets crowded down here. A damselfish guards her patch and crop of algae. The wreck's very own gardener, she weeds her crop. Removing unwanted algae and seaweed from her patch helps the algae she likes to grow. The faint red circle on this mast is a patch of red algae, which she can digest far more easily than other types. But it's popular with trespassers too. Living in such close proximity to other fish means some unusual ways of getting a meal and strange relationships have evolved. It's not just gardeners. There are cleaners here too. This somewhat frantic, blue-streaked wrasse is advertising for business. By swimming strangely, moving up and down and waggling his tail, he's letting passers-by know that he and his team of females are accepting clients. Yellow-striped fusiliers notice his dance. Small groups break away from the school and stop at the Rass's cleaning station. Soon, there is a rush on. The Fusiliers get groomed, and the Rass get a meal. Without this help, it's impossible to remove parasites or dead tissue. The male is larger than the female members of his harem, but amongst the females there is a strict hierarchy. Constant power struggles and fights are common. If the male dies, the highest ranking female will change sex, and she takes the top job.